Hello and welcome to a special bonus episode of My Hollywood Story. I'm Stacey Wilson Hunt. One of my favorite episodes this season featured a live audience recording with Emmy-nominated actor and producer Kaitlin Olson, the star of ABC's hit series High Potential, and HBO Max's Hacks and FX's long-running comedy It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. As Kaitlin and I revealed during the interview, which premiered last May, we actually knew each other as kids growing up in the suburbs of Portland, Oregon, as her brother Josh was my good friend in elementary school. While I have seen and interviewed Kaitlin many times over the last 15 or so years, our conversation last spring in front of an audience revealed more fascinating layers to the way she approaches her craft. Our first question came from a man who wanted to know, will there ever be an It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia feature film spinoff? This topic has been top of mind for Sunny fans for years. Here's what Kaitlin had to say.
So funny. That's a question for the guys who immediately go, nope, absolutely not. And then Danny and I are like, ooh, we would do it. I doubt it.
You guys talked about that?
Yeah, it was thrown around like 5 or 6 years ago. I think their reasoning is that they've never seen that be successful.
Like the TV show to movie format? Okay.
Yeah, and that, we get to do even like the Christmas episode that you're talking about, like weird long form episodes that we can just kind of throw in there. So it'd be like, well, what's
They're
the
kind of
point?
like mini movies.
Yeah. I'll do whatever.
So if they're willing to write it, you're willing to do it.
Ooh, they should just do an all Sweet D movie.
Ooh,
that'd be awesome.
That's a great name for a movie. Anyway,
Sweet
D. Okay.
Our second question was asked by a gentleman who wanted to find out, what are Kaitlin's criteria now for choosing which projects to commit to? I loved hearing what her biggest turnoff is when she's offered a role, and which of her recent film and TV projects have felt like sea change moments for her.
Something that's really character-based, something that's different from something I've done before. Mostly what I get offered are, the loud, angry, falling down drunk girl. I already do that. I don't,
I think you've done that at this point.
Yeah. So something different. I mean, I was so honored when I was offered Champions because it was something different, and it was a really good person who was a very good big sister to her brother with Down syndrome, and had some, real human feelings. It's like the first time I've been offered. No, Hacks too. They started to write that for me, but I just have to fall in love with the character, and the story has to be unique. I'm repelled by things I've seen a million times before.
The final audience question came from a woman who was curious to find out more about to what degree did Kaitlin's pursuing comedy allow her to exercise, quote, mean girl behavior in ways that she never had as a kid because she was such a kind and empathic person who herself experienced bullying. This was a really excellent question that amplified again how much Kaitlin struggled with self-esteem after recovering from a childhood bike accident, and how much she enjoys today pretending both in work and life that she really is a mean girl. Spoiler alert, it's all an act.
For sure. I was so nice and kind and so fascinated by how cruel girls specifically were to me. And it was just so confusing. Or to each other. I would just watch girls be really mean to each other. And I was like, I don't know what they're getting out of that. It's going to be them next week, and then we're not allowed to eat lunch with you next week. Like, why are you doing that? It's very cathartic, yeah. Especially like screaming and yelling at people and just being a real turd. It's just not who I am, and I find it hilarious because in fact, I scream at my kids all the time and they die laughing because it's so funny to me. And mostly in public. Like it's funnier in public to threaten bodily harm if they don't, do something really basic.
Because they know that's not who you are.
Because they know it's not true. Yeah. And then I have one, and they're both like playing along now. And like apologize. I don't know. That sounds very weird on the outside, but I don't know. It's fun to us. And yeah, I think humor was also, and especially the physical stuff, was also you don't have to like what my face looks like. I'm making you laugh, right? And so there was a real freedom in that. Truly, I think there was like Rumpelstiltskin, and it was like the long, the stuff that I could never audition for because I was like, I'm hideous. I would never get that, which is so sad. I'm saying that my little girl self felt that way. I look back. She's got pictures, by the way, on her phone. I am not wrong.
You were a beautiful
You're all allowed to look at them. You just can't take a photo.
No, you were beautiful then. You're beautiful now.
She's not telling the truth. And that's just a straight up fact. She's lying, and
by
I
the way,
don't need it.
Nobody looked good back then.
Maybe.
Nobody did.
Gina Brockhon did. Stacey Silcox did.
Oh, I remember her.
Remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They weren't very nice to her. I'm still recording.
Again, you win, though.
I really did.
In the game of life,
did.
Kaylee,
No, I know
you
that.
are the winner. That's
No,
all
I
that
am.
matters.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes.
You're the face of a giant network show.
I sure am. What are you guys the face of? Back home.
My Instagram page, does that count?
Not you, them.
Oh, the others.
The
right.
others.
The mean
ones.
We hope you enjoyed this special installment of My Hollywood Story. Please stay tuned for more episodes and brand new interviews coming very soon. Thank you so much for listening. My Hollywood Story is a production of Hippolyta Films and Entertainment. It is produced by me, Stacey Wilson Hunt, along with Sonia Slutsky and Wendy Green. Series producers also include Daryl Young and Janet Grayson. Our sound mixer is Luke Tierney, with camera by Ramiro Cantu. My Hollywood Story is edited by Nathaniel Wixon, with original music by Madi Gabriel and Jenny Carr of Moon and Star. Our logo design is by Brad Mitchell. And I'd like to give a special thanks to Champion Turf. My Hollywood Story is sponsored by Mattel Films and recorded at Neue House Hollywood. If you like what you hear, give us a follow, leave a review, and let us know what you think.